What we're looking for in the emerging property managers are those who are willing to learn. We need people who are meticulous with their time management. We need people who are great at record keeping, as that's one of the most imperative things when it comes to property management, and those who are diligent with time and believe in the customer experience. The characteristics we're looking for in a property manager, first and foremost, are empathy. You need to have a very empathetic personality when you're speaking to tenants and landlords on a daily basis. You need to be a bit of a troubleshooter so that you can try and resolve problems before they escalate. You need to be a compassionate person because we're dealing with the livelihoods of tenants and landlords as well. But you also need to be a bit of a blend of an introvert and an extrovert, somebody who is willing to get out and about and speak to people, but also somebody who doesn't mind sitting behind their desk and just getting the job done. Let's say you finish your qualification with the likes of Validum Institute and you possess the characteristics or the personality that I set out before. Where to now? Now I recommend you get into an entry-level position in real estate. So perhaps a leasing manager or a receptionist or administration assistant, depending on where your passion lies, and learn the ropes from there. The worst thing that anybody can do is deep dive into the role of a property manager, thinking that you can take on all the work without all of the experience. What's really refreshing in our industry is that we're no longer hiring based on skill set, but based on culture. So if you possess the personality that will fit with the culture of that office, regardless of whether or not you have the skill set, we're more likely to hire you and then train you for the skills required. Let's talk about the day-to-day tasks of a property manager and what you're likely to experience. 60% of your workload is going to be made up of maintenance and troubleshooting maintenance on a day-to-day basis. So trying to get ahead of something before it escalates or trying to solve a problem before you actually need to send somebody out and have the owner pay for it. Then you're going to be focusing on ingoing and outgoing inspections, facilitating conciliations with tenants in order to get bonds refunded to them, processing and facilitating arrears payments. We're also going to take a look at lease renewals and routine inspections. There's your first day done. The day-to-day tasks of property management are actually quite easy. We have a couple of legislations that we do follow, and there are rules that are black and white and written down for you. Where property management is more challenging is when you have to deal with a number of different personalities that are involved in every issue that you come across in property management. You may encounter the same issue with a number of different people, but depending on their reaction to those issues is then going to determine how challenging you find navigating those problems. Resilience is another characteristic that you're going to need to possess during property management, but don't stress if you don't think you have enough at the moment, because resilience is built through adversity. So while you face many of these challenges on your property management journey, it's important to make sure you're building resilience every step of the way. Property management is no longer the end of a line career. From being a property manager, you could move into the role of a senior property manager. You could become a training and assessor. You could move into the role of an operations manager. Perhaps you might want to become a franchise owner or a business owner for yourself. Outside of real estate, you could use the skills and techniques you've learnt in property management to step into a totally different industry, like perhaps becoming a police officer or a psychologist.